Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Larry Johnson had himself an eventful season last year as he basically talked his way out of Kansas City. And then even when he got an opportunity to run with the Bengals, we did see him have one productive game. But when he was given an opportunity to play against his old team, the Chiefs, he basically outclassed himself there and got into the face of one of the defenders, his former teammates, and Coach Lewis pulled him out of the game. And he really didn't see much work after that for the rest of the final games that the team played. With Johnson, that was a very disappointing season to see from him, just in the sense that he continued to show, some of his immaturity issues. But this offseason, he still has talent. So in this league, you're still going to get an opportunity as long as you're putting decent work on the table when you get on the team. And so the Redskins and Mike Shanahan, they gave him a new opportunity. With the Redskins, he's really walking into a team that is a good fit for him in the sense that they have a need for a new starting running back. And it is projected that Larry probably will end up being the starting running back for the Redskins this season. He is definitely slated to be their goal line running back at this time. Clinton Portis is not the player that he once was. Obviously, he had the health issues last year, and so at best he's going to be the team's third running back on the team. I would not be surprised if they release Willie Parker because he still continues to not show his explosion. And I think if he had anything left in the tank, the Steelers, who are going to go to a heavy run set this year, would have probably retained him at some price. So I would figure Parker's probably shot. He's done. There are a lot of talks that they may go after Brian Westbrook, but again, his situation is much like that of Clinton Portis, and I really wouldn't be surprised if they did go out and get him, he would probably be the number 3 back, the third down back, on this team, and they may, who knows, they may end up releasing a guy like Clinton Portis. But all in all, Larry Johnson definitely stands in and projects out to be the starter on this team, to be the goal line man, and for fantasy, that's value that you need to pay attention to. The Redskins made a nice addition. They went out and got, Jamal Brown from the New Orleans Saints. He had health issues last year, but he has been a Pro Bowl player and a good blocker for this team. So on the right side, right tackle, that's going to be an upgrade. They obviously got a new left tackle in the draft, so they have done some things to help themselves out on the offensive line. They have a shaky offensive line, so that's not great for Larry. But still, Larry makes for a really nice number 4 running back on your team this year. He's definitely not a guy I would suggest you want to be starting on your team right away. Look for him as a guy that's really, to start the year, definitely should be on rosters as long as he does win that job. And he's more of a fill-in guy, bye-week fill-in to start. And we need to see him be a little bit more productive. I know there's been talk that maybe the Redskins will be a little bit more run-heavy. That might hold true early in the season, but I still maintain that Donovan McNabb and that passing offense, if some of their younger receivers start stepping up and being productive, they're going to be a pass-heavy first team eventually here. They're just not structured to be a run-heavy team. They don't have the personnel for it, I don't think.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football.